Tracy Hugelmeyer here from VintagepreneurUniversity.com, where I help vintage sellers start, grow, and scale their business on Etsy. I also own my own vintage business, Rustic Guide, that I've had on Etsy since 2013. And today I'm going to talk a little bit about my experience so far with abandoned cart and recently favorited coupons. So if you're wondering whether or not you should turn on that feature in your shop, by the end of this video, hopefully you'll have a much better idea how you want to proceed with that decision. Okay, first a quick behind the scenes look in my own shop so we can take a look at my recently favorited and my abandoned cart. I've had these turned on since I believe they first came out. I turned on my recently favorited on May 16th of 2018, so it's been a year and a half or a little over a year, I guess. And then for abandoned cart, I've had that on since April 11th, 2018. So again, over a year, almost a year and a half. And so you can see that these haven't been used a whole heck of a lot amount of times. They've only been used 3 times for recently favorited and 10 times for abandoned cart. So that comes to a total of just under $500. So, is it worth it to have it turned on? Well, it hasn't been a huge source of income, but heck, I'll take an extra $500 that I maybe wouldn't have gotten if I didn't have those turned on, wouldn't you? So this number here is how many times it was sent out. This is how many times it was used. So it was sent out 596 times and it was used 3 times. And with my abandoned cart, it was sent out 375 times and used 10 times. Now let's take a look a little bit about how those coupons work. What are the rules? When did they go out? And so that you can understand how they work. Okay, so here we are in the Etsy Help Center, and I'll link to this article for you in the notes below, how to set up sales and coupons for your shop. And if you scroll down to how to send offers to interested shoppers, this is where it starts to go into the abandoned cart and the recently favorited. So you can do one or both or none of those. You have, the option to and the flexibility to set it up however you want. And then on top of that, you can choose the type of coupon that you use for each of those. So you're basically setting up an offer, the same way you would set up any other type of coupon or sale. And then, so once you decide if you're going to turn either of those on or set up an offer for either of those, then you decide what type of coupon, whether it's going to be the percentage off, fixed amount, or free standard shipping. These are free to use. They used to cost 10 cents in the very beginning. I'm really glad that they decided not to charge for these. They probably realized not many people would be willing to pay for them. And let's be real, it obviously benefits Etsy as well if we get more sales. Okay, there are a couple quirks to understand about how these work, because I know a lot of times people get confused and wonder why, even though they have them set up, that it doesn't look like any are being sent out. So let's just read this together really quickly. Abandoned cart shoppers, the offers will be sent to people who've left items from your shop in their cart. And then these shoppers will get an email offering them a coupon for that item 24 hours after they abandoned it in their cart. Shoppers can receive an offer email for this audience every 2 days and can receive a max of 6 offers per send. And then if a buyer adds an item to their cart and then removes that item within 24 hours, they won't receive a targeted offer email. So basically what that's saying is if the shopper is getting all kinds of, if they're putting all kinds of things in their cart and then abandoning it, let's say they're using their cart as I'll look at that later, or they're just putting a lot of items in their cart for whatever reason, then it's going to max out. They're only going to get an email every 2 days, and there's only going to be 6 offers in that. So if you're, even if you had an item for a particular shopper that was in their cart, if you're past the 6, max, then you might not get included in that email that they receive. Similarly, for recently favorited shoppers, offers will be sent to people who favorited something in your shop 48 hours after they favorited that item. And they can expect to receive an offer email for this audience every 7 days and a max of 6 offers per send. So again, if they are favoriting things right and left all the time, then a max of 6 offers, that's going to cut off pretty quickly. So there's a good chance that you might not even be included in there, even if your item was favorited. So this all helps to explain why you may not be having that many offers, if any, go out, even though you have it set up. And lastly, if a shopper has opted out to receive this type of coupon, they won't even get your coupons in the first place. They just have opted out, so they're not going to get them no matter what, even if they do favorite your item or abandon your item in their cart. So should you have this turned on or not? That's of course up to you. It's always up to you as your business decision for your business. Personally, I think it's worth it. I for sure will accept that additional $500 in revenue that I possibly otherwise might not have gotten. Reaching out to people, and it's called targeted marketing, when they've already showed an interest in your products. In this case, they've favorited them or they've put them into their cart. So reaching back out to them in a targeted way can be a very effective way to market. And the fact that Etsy allows us to do that is a very positive thing. It's probably not going to be a make it or break it for your shop, but why not add that extra, few $100s that you could possibly get in a year or a little over a year. Maybe you'll get even more. It's worth giving it a try. It doesn't cost you anything, so I definitely recommend giving it a try. And if you are saying to yourself, well, I can't afford to offer a discount on my products, well, it's time to go back to the drawing board and look at how you're pricing your items, because you always should make sure that you're in a position to be able to participate in sales and coupons and those types of things, because that's going to set your business up for the best success. If you'd like to take my free training, I go into this a little bit for you. You can check it out at vintagepreneuruniversity.com/free training, and I'll link to that in the notes for you below as well. If you like this video, make sure to give it a like, subscribe to my channel, and click the little bell as well so you get notified whenever a new video comes out. And thank you so much for joining me today, and have a great rest of your day. I'll see you next time. Bye.